my hockey games. But if the hockey game was done early enough, I got to hear them shout it out, so that's better than spending quality time. Joe is, I hope he doesn't mind me bringing this one up, but Joe was actually the one who gave me the birds and the bees talk. It's true. He told me, and this is embarrassing to talk about. Oh, the mic's not great. Did the battery go? That's how long we've all been here, that the battery tapped out. The battery has been working hard since 5:30 when we all pulled up. Awesome. But yeah, Joe gave me the birds and the bees talk, and I hope I don't butcher it, but he told me the toughest part about dating, going out with a new woman, going down on a new woman's like trying to put away dishes at someone else's house. You know you're in the right general area, but it can go wrong quickly. It's like, is this where it goes? No, 2 over. Is this it? No, you know what? You go in the other room, I'll finish this off. As a dish falls, that's perfect timing. That side of the room didn't hear it. My goodness. Oh. This event obviously raised so much money for the Hockey Helps the Homeless, and that's awesome. Joe has actually done quite a bit for the homeless community as well. He's been divorced 3 times, so he's given away 3 houses. So. That also means he's been homeless 3 times, so he gets it. I like the divorced dudes in the back of the room that started applauding immediately. They're raising the roof right now. Hockey needs to help them. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is a strange thing to do because this is supposed to be a celebrity roast, and this was the nicest chair we could find for Joe. He looks like an out-of-work mall center. Holy Mackinac. That could work. That could be your next career.
I'm gonna have to do something.
The kids will hear you before they hear you ringing the bell. That'd be cool. But a fun thing about this roast, I don't know if you're aware of the lineup, but it's Joe Bowen, the guy he's worked with for decades, Jim Ralph, which is my dad. Another couple roasters are the Bowen boys. One boy? Okay. Whatever, man. And then we've got Scott Morrison, who is writing a book with Joe, or I should say for Joe. And then we've got Jeff McHenry from Letterkenny, and that's it. So Joe is the biggest celebrity on this celebrity roast. I know he was disappointed. He heard Tom Brady got $60 million to do the greatest roast of all time on Netflix, and Joe is not getting anything tonight.
You got a steak.
He got a steak and he's trying to get into heaven. That's the 2 things. He got visited by 3 ghosts in the night and thought, we'll do a charity roast. But another reason why Joe didn't make that much money off of it is Tom Brady bought stock ownership in the Las Vegas Raiders, and all Joe did was buy ownership of the Green Bay Packers. It's a little cheaper.
$100.
$100. I think I got 100 on
Oh,
me.
yeah, good. I'll take it.
No, I spent it on the shirts, actually. Oh. Another thing I want to point out, Joe's sons look just like him. That's the whole joke. Jeff McHenry, by the way, amazing comedian. He had a bit role on Letterkenny. I counted, I went back and watched. He only said 17 words on all of Letterkenny. Which is cool, but I also realized that's how many words my dad says during a Leaf game. If it's a good game. I've often said that when it's a great hockey game, Joe is the best. Joe has the best call of a great hockey game. But when it's a bad game, my dad takes over. He's pretty funny. Tells some stories about Kalamazoo in the 80s. And because of the Leafs start, my dad's had an incredible year, actually. The shirts say win one before I'm fucking done. I didn't think they meant a regular season. Oh my goodness. People always ask me, they're like, Jesse, are you as funny as your dad? No, I'm not as funny as my dad, but neither of us are as funny as his dad. His dad lives in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Went to visit him this past summer, and we were walking along the locks of Sault Ste. Marie, and a girl with a really big butt went jogging past us. And my grandpa said, looks like two pigs wrestling in a burlap sack. And I don't say anything, because what the fuck does that mean, Grandpa? And then even louder, and he grabs me by the arm and goes, looks like two pigs wrestling in a burlap sack. That's what we used to say anyway. I said, Grandpa, I don't know if you're aware, but you shouldn't refer to a woman as a piece of meat anymore. It's not cool. He said, well, if anything, I was referring to her as two pieces of meat. That would do well at auction. I'm like, that's flawless logic, Grandpa. I'm sorry I doubted you. My grandma went Humpty Dumpty recently. She had a big fall. She broke her right ankle, left kneecap, and was in a hospital bed for 6 weeks straight. My grandpa went every single day because that's his second wife, and that's the important one. First week out of the hospital, I call my grandpa up. I go, hey, Grandpa, how's Grandma doing? He goes, she's got shingles. I said, oh, no. He said if she were a dog, I would have put her down by now. And then before I could say anything, he goes, well, I couldn't say cat because they always land on their feet. I'm like your grandmother. Joe's really excited for the next chapter of his life, too. I was talking to him. He thinks that going into an old folks' home will be a lot like his days at university in Windsor. No, everybody's on drugs. Usually not even their own. You tell someone you pissed yourself, they can say, it happens to the best of us. Usually you go in because your family forces you to. I like that it's a room of like 240 people and just one person laughed at that last part. I realize it's a weird setup where you're all just kind of looking at each other to see if the other people at your table find this funny. I'll tell you, I think I'm going to be top 3 tonight. Top 3, there's 5 of us. There's 5 roasters. So, good luck. And one thing I do want to point out, these shirts, which I know they raised a lot of money for, beautiful. I'm going to give this to my girlfriend so she can sleep in it. And then when we sleep together, she can wear it so I can last longer. But Joe loves himself so much, he will be putting this shirt on women so he can last quicker. Are you ready to get this roast started? Yeah! I was told for this introduction, Joe Bowen's favorite son, please come to the stage.
Thanks, Jesse. Appreciate that. We have Mayor Scarpino just showed up. Mayor? No speed traps or a bitch, eh? If you don't know me, my name is Derek Bowen, and I am Joe's favorite son.
Whoa! How in the hell are you Dad's favorite son? Did he tell you that?
I thought it was just implied.
Derek, I got fucking news for you, buddy. You are just below Derek, Joe's fucking cats. in the pecking order of the Sun. Yeah.
Well, I came up here big.
If anybody, it'd be me. I just favorite son. All right, I'm up. Everybody, Leo Bowen.
Apparently, Joe's favorite son.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Liam Bowen, and I am Joe's favorite son.
Fellas, what are you guys doing over there?
Whoa.
Whoa. Are you guys talking about Dad's favorite son? Yeah. Well, I thought that was David. To be honest with you. Yeah, you guys probably are too. David and I are the only ones that haven't been incarcerated, so I thought it was just us.
There's still time.
Are the cops here? Is that the mayor? What are you having, chicken or steak? I hope you brought your fake teeth with you. You ready for this, old man? I just want to let you guys know we've been practicing that for about 2.5 hours at Little Skin, so.
When we were sober.
I appreciate that laugh.
This might not hold us, eh?
We tested this before, actually.
I've never been so nervous in my entire life. Here we go.
Jesse, where are you? Thank you so much for that. That was absolutely lovely, buddy. You were truly your father's son. And if you haven't noticed on the sign there, it says Jesse Ralph, local comedian. Jimmy, OHL All-Star, never made it to the big leagues. Jesse, we can't wait, buddy. It's going to say in a couple weeks, Marvin Fair, presenting Jesse Ralph. Or Jesse Ralph at the Eagle Arms. Service.
Shoot to the skies, man.
We appreciate you, buddy. You're great. That was unbelievable. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here. I'm very nervous that the mayor's here. Sorry.
Are your taxes?
I didn't vote for you, so. But we did share a wedding with each other, though. And you showed up late to that, too, so there's a bit of a trend. Thank you so much for joining us here. A big round of applause for Hockey Helps the Homeless. Unbelievable job by them. Great work. But thank you here for joining us to roast this guy here in the cup chair. Joe, congratulations, buddy.
I made it.
You're a little comfy with getting roasted right now. Eh?
Really good.
We are super honored to be here. And before we start, we do want to address one thing in the room. Joe's broadcast partner, Jimmy Ralph. 29 years you guys been together. How about a round of applause for that? 29 years. Just to put that in perspective, that is longer than any marriage combined between Joe and Jimmy. What do you guys got, 5 between the two of you? That's almost the starting lineup, right? You see the goal. So, Joe is still single. For those of you who have met Ralphie, or haven't met Ralphie, excuse me, this is going to be the greatest night of your life. You are going to hear some unbelievable jokes. You're going to have a barrel of laughs. For those of you who have met him, it's going to be the same 20 minutes of your fucking life. It's going to be two-time OHL All-Star Jimmy Ralph coming up, talking about his same old shtick. But the one thing that we did want to mention is with Joe's looming retirement, Ralphie, we're not really sure what the plan is next. So, where is it? Is it table 9? You guys have that hat? We're going to pass around the hat, fill it up, change.
Little collection plate, help the guy out, eh?
Bills, whatever you got for Ralphie, kind of looming retirement, we're not sure what's going to happen, but we do know that at one point or another, it's going to be a retired women's hockey player coming in and take your job. But we do know no one in the world does a better out-of-town scoreboard than you, Mike.
Special caregiver.
And professional caregiver. We just kidding, Mom. We love you so much. You're an uncle to us. So thank you, Jesse. You guys are unbelievable.
Awesome. All right, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Ralph. All right, so we're here to roast the man of the hour here, Mr. Bowen.
Heavy on the mister.
Yeah, heavy on the mister. For those of you that don't know, Joe was born February 5th, 1951 in Sudbury, Ontario. And to put that in perspective, that was 18 years after Prohibition. All right, that's how old this fucking guy is.
April 5th, yeah. April 5th, 1951. Not February. Close.
Sorry, my notes are a little screwed up.
Good start. Good start.
Supposed to take her away down, eh?
Moving on, doing really good. So 6 years after World War II, this guy was born. And And like all, Canadian kids, he grew up dreaming about playing in the NHL. And his hero was the late, great Johnny Bowen. And always wanted to be a goaltender for the Toronto Maple Leafs, just like Johnny Bowen. The only issue that Joe had is he had no fucking talent. And was never gonna make it in the NHL. Like the issue that Joe had too is like the only scouts that ever came to watch him play were the kids selling fucking apples outside of the goddamn arena. And even they didn't stay that long because their mom had to come pick them up. But later in life, Joe kind of found his calling. He joined the Unionville Men's League. I know there's a lot of alumni here in the
Six-time champion.
There's a lot of guys in the Unionville Men's League that should have made the NHL too. I know there's bad knees, bad hips, bad backs, and all that stuff, right? But when Joe started, I remember hearing him say in the dressing room, he would go into the guys in the room and say, guys, get me 3 goals and we'll win this game. Later in his career, it was, get me a baker's dozen and I'll try to keep it close. So, that happened. But yeah, no, he's obviously, he's a great goalie, and we love him.
All right, Dad, here we go. Funny story about playing in the Unionville Men's League. When I played growing up, I was the only stupid Bowen to play goalie, and after some of my... Well, yeah, that hasn't changed much, but after I would play games, my dad and I would talk about some of the goals I gave up, and he'd say, Dave, on the third one, maybe you should have challenged the shooter a bit more. So I started attending some of the Unionville Men's League games, and I'd say, Dad, on the 8th one, it would have been nice if I got out after the first shot. But after Joe quickly realized that he wasn't making the National Hockey League, he decided to rethink his career path and move into broadcasting, similar to myself. From Sudbury to Windsor to Halifax to the Big Smoke, Joe has been seated in the Foster Hewitt gondola for over 44 years. And as we know, this will be his final send-off this year.
Thank Jesus Christ.
He's going to be around a lot more now, right?
Yeah.
So my daddy's done over 3,800 Toronto Maple Leaf games, and the Leafs come first. So for all 4 of us, he's missed some big moments in our lives, birthdays, graduations, but he was able to be there for important moments. Speaking for myself, before I pass it off to the brothers, he was always there for me, always a shoulder to cry on after it got cut from multiple Ontario Hockey League teams, multiple QMJHL teams. So Dad was always there for me.
Yeah, he was always there for my court appearances too. Appreciate you, Dad. God bless you. Thanks for getting me off that.
He was there the night I got pepper sprayed too at the ACC. He was like a good father, rubbing my eyes and patting my back, making sure I was fine.
I wish this wasn't true.
And short and sweet story, I did drag an officer to Joe's place where I woke him up and he walked down in his tidy whities. The cop was right behind me as I got caught throwing eggs at a bus. Officer Brown, Officer Brown did say
He's not paying attention, don't worry.
we're not going to press charges, but we are going to press charges. So Joe had to accompany me to the Juvenile Delinquent Center where I was asked if I had any markings on my body. I said, can we keep this between you and Mom, or between me and you? And he said, yeah, of course, I don't fucking call your mom. Go nuts. So, thank you, Dad. Appreciate that.
Is that when you started sucking your thumb? Is that what you did?
Yeah, pretty much.
Thanks for being there for us, Dad. So as I said, he voiced the Maple Leafs for the past 43 years, but as we all know, unfortunately hasn't gotten that elusive championship ring. However, during this time, he has been able to obtain 3 personal rings, return rings from each of his ex-wives. And there are rumors from the Jiffy Lube employee in Sudbury that there may be more than just the 3 ex-wives.
Yeah, Dad, you've passed along a lot of hobbies with us, and the one that we love is our love for our sports teams. We love the Maple Leafs, although it's not that good right now. We love the Packers, not that good right now. But we love our Irish, and it's
That's not bad.
yeah. We got a big game on tomorrow afternoon. But the one thing that you didn't pass along was your love for proposing to women. For those who don't know, Joe has had 3 marriages, okay? He's going for number 4. He's a big Brett Favre fan. Megan? I don't know what you're doing tonight, but you could be the elusive number 4. Mommy? Baby's still being breastfed, so if you want to get in, that's...
Love you, Megan.
It's funny too if you've ever been around a baseball tournament with us or what have you. Joe always makes reference to the will when it comes to us boys. He's like, hey, the will is written in pencil. It's not in ink, and I can change it anytime I want. But you know what? That fucking will and inheritance has been hit with a machete from those 3 wives. I think the only thing we're gonna get is his 2 fucking cats.
Those are the ones about Derek, though, no?
Right about there.
Yeah.
And the problem is that there's 4 of us, so you're gonna get 2 new pussies for us.
Hey, don't talk to Irish.
Now, you know, Joe will be leaving a legacy behind. Joe has used the same law firm for all 3 divorces, Ditcher, Quick and Hyde, which is in Markham. And they have informed us that they're going to rename the women's bathroom on the main floor the Holy Mackinac Shitter. So he's got that going for him, so you do have a legacy going on, buddy. So we've got it. Please wipe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sir, we've got a surprise for you.
We have gone to the nth degree to get this guy. We have Donnie Max helped us with this. We've had a lot of rewards points for Marriott's. We are gathered here today with Joe's 3 ex-wives. And if you all look to the back corner, you will see my mother, Davey's mother, and Haiti. Come on out, girls! Come on out! No, we're just stuck with you.
Wait, sorry.
Holy Christ.
That's a goodie there in the back.
Goodie.
If you blur your eyes, you can see a spaceship in Goodie's shirt.
That looks a lot like his first wife, though.
We're just kidding, but the girls did want to set their welcome and their happy retirement. So instead of coming here, they gave us a nice card. It says, as you can see, it says Happy Retirement Joe. The inside says Fuck you, Joe. Oh, you bastard.
Well, they did write some.
But there are some nice little notes inside that we're going to read from each one of them.
Yeah. This is Joe's first wife, Haiti.
So this is from Haiti. Thanks for pushing me to become a full-blown lens. Oh, yeah, good for her.
Good for her,
Yeah, good job.
It only takes one man to push him over.
This is from our mom, Karen. Joe, thanks for the house. Job done on raising the kids.
Dave, you got one there?
Yeah, Dad, we got one from my mom, Janine, as well. It says, Happy retirement. Thanks for the fake tips.
Little backstory on that. That was during the lockout season of 04. I was 14. Derek would have been 18. Joe couldn't afford us to get us new shoes. However, walking into the backyard one day, and all of a sudden, Dave's mom, Janine's, got inside.
We knew because they were floating.
Don't think those cost the price of a pair of Nikes there, Bonesy, but that's just me.
Oh, come on, smile, man. This is funny stuff we're talking about here. Come on. Jesus. Show a blade, come on. I live in Snowballs, we're good. Go ahead.
You guys almost done.
Wait, did you go for it?
No, we're not done yet.
I kind of did.
So the other thing that we wanted to mention upon, and I'm sure everyone here in this room, there's what, 400 of us, I bet you about 320 have heard Jim and Joe bitch about not being on the road this year. Yeah, anyone heard that story yet? No? Yeah, those guys at Rogers and Bell.
They're not here, are they?
Mary, you're not part of it, are you? Okay.
Oh, you're the butt of her joke right now. This is great.
Thank God. 2 things we're missing from that. Jimmy's wives on the road, and Joe missing out on those Marriott points. Lord knows he wasn't getting laid there around the world. But the one story we did want to mention was, back in the day, Joe used to employ Derek and I, who worked for the Toronto Maple Leafs. We used to work in the room. And this was years ago. Somebody would understand this. Scotty McKay, who used to be the old equipment manager there, excuse me. So Joe would employ Derek and I to wheel his little figure skating bag into the room because he didn't want to bring it up to the 6th floor because he was lazy.
He was a big timer back then.
Well, he was a big, well, he traveled, Derek. He was on the charter back then, right? He got the whole shebang. So we would walk in the room, Derek and I starting this figure skating bag, we'd bring it in, Joe didn't want it, we'd walk it all the way upstairs, and Scotty McKay goes to us one night and says, if I see your fucking dad's bag here one more time, I'm gonna fucking kill him. Well, what do you want to do, Scotty? He said, well, let's fuck with him. So we open up Joe's bag, we push aside the thong, we push aside the dildo. We get his socks, we get his underwear. Now, mind you, this is a 10-day road trip for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So we get the socks, we cut the toes in. We get his underwear, we cut his little pecker hole. We cut the asshole out of it, we patch it back neatly and nicely, send him on his merry way. Dad kisses at the end of the night, have a great trip, bring back a couple points. God bless. 12 hours later, phone rings. 416-540-9771. Joe's number for his whole life.
Just so everyone gets that. 416.
Right?
Good job, Sean.
Megan, you get that?
I hear my lovely mother, your dad's calling! Pick up. You fucking kids, I swear to fuck, I'm gonna kill you! Lost on us. My mom's sitting there grilling, ear to ear, smiling. Ah, fuck your dad, he deserves it.
Well done, Sean. Well done. I'm going to take a quick moment just to paint a picture of what being Joe Bowen's roommate on the road looks like. I'm sure Ralphie can attest to this a little bit, but all of us were roommates in hotel rooms with my dad growing up, whether baseball, hockey, whatever. There's a few things you should know, though. As soon as you enter into the hotel room, Joe is completely in the nude.
Like a mini polar bear almost.
Like a 80s porn video.
And there was no manscaping going on too, which was
No manscaping.
another issue.
You can do that more squats, for God's sake. You can do a few more squats, because that ass is as flat as the wall, too.
Well, he sits a lot.
I know. Next thing you should know is he likes to take shits, and he does so with the door open. And that is after entering in the complete nude.
Joe can do a Rembrandt on the back of the porcelain if you ask him, or a Picasso if needed.
You actually need more dairy, to tell you the truth, yeah.
Or fiber,
And the last thing I'll mention, and again, all four of us have struggled through this. If you do not fall asleep within 5 minutes of entering the hotel room, you're fucked, because Dad will fall asleep, and from there on out, it's buzzsaws, the whole night, and you'll never fall asleep. So Dad, great father, horrible roommate in hotel rooms, so just the worst.
I did have the pleasure of staying with him 1 year. I worked for 8640. I was 21 years old.
Oh, right in the front of your life.
I'm not sure it was, so the one stipulation was I had to room with Joe.
Yikes.
And Joe was still married to Janine at this point, so I don't know what the deal was with that. But Joe, that's a horse of a different color. We can get to that later. I'm not sure who was more disappointed, me or the mayor, to be honest with you. But along with my wingman, Jimmy Ralph, two-time OHL All-Star, we used to go out and frequent local ponds and hang out. Jimmy let me smoke back in the day. Joe, sorry, I smoked during that time. But we were in New Jersey one night. Ralph, you were at a hotel in New Jersey. There's absolutely nothing around it. Not a restaurant, nothing. It's just a mall, and you would go back to the room, and I remember Joe and I sit there, 8 p.m. watching. I'm 21, hanging out, and all of a sudden I hear, all right, well, I'm gonna go to bed, let's turn the TV off. You gotta be fucking shitting me. I'm gonna be sitting here for 4 hours by myself upstairs. But I want to know, the only thing that you've got going for you right now is the best cuddling partner in the world, and that's your CPAP machine. So, God bless.
Yeah, just Dad, and wrapping up. Obviously, you've been a tremendous father to your 4 sons, and I think that we don't think of you as a dad. I mean, we think of you as a best friend. which is awesome. I mean, all the experiences that we've shared with regards to, trips to Notre Dame and Green Bay and what have you. You're definitely the world's best father, but the evidence would dictate that you're probably a very shitty husband.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. See you guys.
Oh my goodness, they're gonna take a picture of the Backstreet Boys all together again.
It says fuck you, you bastard, if you haven't read it.
That's awesome. One more time for Joe's Boys, everybody. You can tell they loved watching wrestling growing up, eh? Just cutting promos. No, Derek, you're going down. Sean's next.